Go with Jeremiah chapter 33, verse 20. Thus saith the Lord, if ye can break my covenant of the day and my covenant of the night, and that there should not be day and night in their season, then may also my covenant be broken with David my servant, that he should not have a son to reign upon his throne, and with the Levites the priests my ministers, and the host of heaven cannot be numbered, neither the sand of the sea measured. So I will multiply thy seed of David my servant, and the Levites that minister unto me. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah, saying, considerest thou not what this people have spoken, saying, the two families which the Lord hath chosen, he hath even cast them off? Thus they have despised my people, that they should be no more a nation before them. So who despised them? Every other nation. Every other nation came against us. The Moabites, Chinese, the Ammonites, the Japanese, the Philistines, were the Africans, the Egyptians, Africans, the Assyrians, the people from Syria, the British, the so-called white Caucasian. All nations conspired against us to make us a nation no more. And since all of you guys conspired to put us into slavery and to take from us, it is only right that when we are on our high, when the Most High puts us back up to our position, which means to rule this earth with a rod of iron, with Yahweh Shai Masayak, that we're going to put you under the captivity that you put us in. And we're going to do double unto you that you did to us. Verse 25. Thus saith the Lord, if my covenant be not with day and night, and if I have not appointed the ordinances of heaven and earth, then will I cast away the seed of Jacob and David my servant, so that I will not take any of his seed to be rulers over the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. For I will cause their captivity to return and have mercy on them. Well, our captivity did return. We are back here in America. And he has mercy on who? On 144,000 and one-third of Israel. But understand that when he has mercy on you, don't think that everything's going to be peachy for you. And everything's not going to be all gravy. You're still going to go through even more hard times. Like myself, I lost my job. It was a day of atonement. And the Most High said, you're going to work for men, you're going to work for me. And so I lost my job. I left. Why? Because it was time to show and prove. And when it comes time to show and prove, I'm going to do what my Heavenly Father say. Now, I haven't worked since July 17th. Now, it's the last day I worked. It's been over a month. And I know that if my Father wanted me to work, he'll give me a job. But he don't want me to do out and work for the service of men. I do for the Most High, not man. I work for him. Because I'm his servant, his prisoner, not man's. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 45. My people, go ye out of the midst of her, and deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of the Lord. What does that mean? That means tell my people who they are. Let them know that they're not black. You're not Jamaican. You're actually the tribe of Israel. Let the Latins know that you're not Puerto Rican. You're not Colombian. You're from the tribe of Israel. The Puerto Ricans are actually from Ephraim. They're Ephraimites. They stem from the house of Joseph. We stem from the house of Jacob, the house of Judah. We come out of the same loins that Yahweh came out of. And it's not Judah, it's actually Yahweh. For the Father's name is Yahweh, the Son is Yahweh, and what we call Judah, the Jews, are actually Yahweh. Therefore, we have the Father's name, and we have the Father's image. And that's why the white man wants us dead more, because I know he's a devil. What does a devil mean? Devil means deceiver, deception. And he's my brother at that, by birth, but he lost his birthright. He sold it for a piece of meat, like a faggot. Only a chump would sell his birthright. And that's why he's bringing this martial law to make our people sell theirs. And two-thirds of my people, y'all done. Like I continuously will say, and I will say it over again until two-thirds are passed away and they come back and they're perfect. The niggas and the bitches that's out here, and when I say niggas and bitches, I'm talking about old and young. That means the old nigga and the old bitch, and the young nigga and the young bitch. All of y'all are going to have to pay a hefty price. And that price is your life. And some of our women will be ravished. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase with some and say most of our women will be ravished. I have not seen, nor have I met, not one woman that has not been raped. Give me one woman that has not been raped. You're not going to find one. Finding a woman that has not been raped is like finding a 40-year-old virgin male. You're not really going to find one. Because by the time you do find it, it's not going to be worth it. If you find it. Let's go with okay, here we go. This is Ezekiel chapter 3. Verse 11. And go get thee to them of the captivity unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, thus says the Lord power, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. Then the Spirit took me up, and I heard behind me a voice of great rushing, saying, Blessed be the Lord, blessed be the glory of the Lord from his place. I heard also the noise of the wings of the living creatures that touch one another, and the noise of the wheels over against them, and a noise of a great rushing. So the Spirit lifted me up and took me away, and I went in bitterness in the heat of my spirit, but the hand of the Lord was strong upon me. Meaning what? What does it mean by the hand of the Lord was strong upon him? Meaning he didn't have a choice. Meaning he was forced to do what? To do the Lord's will. To tell the people whether they hear or forbear. Is that not what we do? Is that not what the elders have done? The elders of GMS? See, we're not here to just collect all of Israel. We're only here for 144,000 and one-third of Israel. That's it. The rest of Israel will die. And how will you die? You will die by the sword. What is the modern sword? A gun, a bomb, knives, swords, booby traps, grenades, RPGs, nukes, anything that's of a destruction matter could be used and be placed as a sword. So when they cut your head off, did they not use the sword? Yes, they did. Is it not sharp like a sword? Did it not cut you like a sword? Yes, it did. Therefore, the guillotine is their sword. And a lot of my people are going to die by guillotine. Electrocution is also a sword. Even though it does not actually cut a part of you as like a physical cut, it does shut down all your organs and everything in your body, and it cuts your life away. Therefore, it's a sword. So we are here to tell my people who you are. My people don't want to. They don't care, man. They rather be niggas and bitches. They don't want to be an Israelite because they have the same spirit and mentality of Esau right now. What good is this birthright do to me? That's their spirit. The spirit of a true servant and prisoner for Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, he's going to understand that being bought and paid for was great. The fact that I'm an Israelite, that's beautiful. The fact that I have his true name in the Canaanite language, which is Hebrew, that's a bigger step forward. So Nate, here's a question for you, Nate. If you don't know the name, Nate, what name are you gathered them in? Since you said that you were taught that the name was Yahweh, but it's no longer Yahweh no more. So what name are you? Oh, wait, you're bringing them under Christ again, right? And I'm going to keep dagging into that shit. Just like General Yohana, we don't hate white people, but God hates white people. You're a fucking joke for saying that. Okay? You're a joke for saying that, buddy. You had the opportunity to tell these people right then and there. You didn't have to tell them in a mean, harsh way if you didn't want to. Hey, I'm not saying how you should tell them. Me personally, I would have told them harshly. No, I do hate white people. But not just white people. I hate damn near almost everybody on this fucking planet. Except for 144,000 and 1/3 of Israel. If you're not that, fuck you, I hate you. And the Most High hates you. Because you're wicked. Because this is not a place, this is not our rest. This is Esau's rest. That's why he don't give a fuck when our people die, but he wants to cry and boo-hoo when one of his die. That's why when one of his die by the hands of us, they don't protest, they don't do the shit that we do. Why? Because they're trying to get the Most High to say, look at your people and look at us. We turn from our ways. You bitches ain't turned from your ways. You're trying to put up a facade. And you think the Most High don't know that you're trying to pull up a facade? Trying to make it seem like you guys are really trying to change your ways, your wicked doings. You can't change something that you were meant to do. Okay? I can't change my shoes. Look at my shoes. I can't change my shoes and say, shoes, you no longer will be my shoes, but now you're going to be my pants. You're not going to be shoes no more. You're going to be my pants. How? How can my shoes become my pants? It's impossible. Just like it's impossible for if you were to be wicked to change from your ways. Now, there's some of the wicked that are tares. Tares meaning what? Meaning they have a good the godly in them, and they have that devil in them. How do you get a tare? When you merge within the tribes with Esau, that's how you became tares. And the more my people merge with Esau, the more tares you're going to have. And when you have tares, it's not a beautiful sight. Because that doesn't mean that all of your children are coming. I pray that your children goes if you're 144,000 and 1/3. I pray that your children comes with us. But just like I have to forsake my own children, you're going to have to forsake yours too. Just like I have to forsake my father and my mother, my brethren, my friends, my family, the California, since that's where I came from. As far as this United States, that's where I came from, that's where I was born in. I had to forsake everything. Now you show me another person that forsaked everything for Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and still going. Give me another person that did this that didn't even know that didn't have the rightful name yet. And still, now that he has the rightful name, pumping that rightful name. And tearing down those names that he was taught. Because Nate, you're not tearing down that name that you were taught, Nate. You're tearing down the name of truth. And you're upholding the name of falsehood, that Jesus Christ. You're not tearing it down, you're upholding it. Like I said, 2/3 of my people are just shot to hell. They don't know shit. They don't know a damn thing. Nothing do they know. Because everything you think you know is no longer going to be here, so what do you really know? If you know America, and everything you know is about America, and America, 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 so what the fuck do you know once America's flatland? What the fuck do you know now? Once this entire place, look at this place. This is all going to be flatland. All of it. Flatland. See how it's nice and greenery? But it's all going to be flatland soon. You ain't going to see no houses. You ain't going to see no greenery. You ain't going to see no trees. No poles. This will all be flatland. So if all this is going to be flatland, there's not going to be an inhabitant here, not one human, then what do you really know? Oh, you think you're going to take the knowledge that you have here and go over there to another country? And you don't think that's going to happen to those other countries? The entire earth is going to be replenished. That's a better word for it. The earth will be replenished. And how will the earth be replenished? By nuclear fire. How was the earth replenished before? Was not the earth replenished before by water? Then what's the opposite of water? Is that not fire? And after fire, then what? Then no more destruction. That's what. No more destruction for his people. And no more destruction that Esau will be able to do. Not only to my people, but all the other nations. For we will have Esau and the other nations in subjection. Subjection meaning slavery. This is Ezekiel chapter 12. The word of the Lord also came unto me, saying, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see, and see not. They have ears to hear, and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. The Most High said that this house is a rebellious house. Which house is he referring to? The entire earth and world? Or is he referring to a specific people? The house of Israel. The house of Jacob. They are a rebellious house. That's who he is originally talking to. But we could put this for the other nations also. For the other nations don't see nor hear, but they have eyes and ears. But they can't see the truth, nor can they hear the truth and accept it. But they got eyes and ears, though. They got eyes and ears, but they don't have the truth. Therefore, Son of Man, prepare thee stuff for removing, and remove by day in their sight, and thou shalt remove from thy place to another place in their sight. It may be they will consider though they be a rebellious house. Then shalt thou bring forth thy stuff by day in their sight, and stuff for removing, and thou shalt go forth at even in their sight, as they that go forth into captivity. Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 12. Yeah, I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people Israel, and they shall possess thee, and thou shalt be their inheritance, and thou shalt no more henceforth berave them of men. What does berave mean? Berave is another word of deprive. That means what? They killed off our men. They took away our men. As we've seen in Egypt, when the Pharaoh, the other Pharaoh, came into power once Joseph died, and stated that if told the midwives, if it be a man child, you should slay him. But if it be a woman child, you should keep him. Now, why would they want to just keep women? Because women are nothing but spoil. You guys are spoil of war. Once a war breaks out, women be ravished. Ravished is another word of being raped. You're a spoil of war. I can't give you a weapon and you're going to actually go into a war. You're going to freeze up. Now, my people don't understand anything. My people just think, oh, he's just out there talking. I don't know what he's talking about, but he's just out there talking. He's filming. Well, step up to the plate. Ask me a question. But my people ain't going to ask a question. Look, I walk up and down in my garment. And there's not too many people that would ask me, what is this that I'm wearing? Their children are more apt to ask me, what is this I'm wearing, than they are. Meaning what? The heart of a child, the mind of a child. For if you were to come to the Most High as a child will come to the Most High, you will be accepted. Because anything a child don't know, what does a child do? Does not that child ask a question? If the child don't know why this grass is green, ain't the child going to ask their parents, Dad, Mom, why is the grass green? Then why shouldn't my people ask, yo, brother, what do you have on there? Yo, brother, what are you studying? But no, my people don't go for that. For my people are ignorant and have lack of knowledge. And that's why they are destroyed and will be destroyed in America. See, when they see the chariots of the Most High coming and what these people call UFOs, and when they see them coming, they're not coming for you. They're not coming for nobody over here. Not one soul. For none of you guys are sealed. None of you guys truly believe in the Most High power. You guys still believe in money. Like money's going to save you. You guys want to buy gold. Like gold and silver is going to save you. Gold and silver is not going to save you. Money is not going to save you. If you don't have the seal of the Most High power, you will not be saved. Now I speak and I boast a hell of a lot at times. Why? Because I'm sealed. And I don't need nobody else to prove to me that I'm sealed. I know that I'm sealed, for I was there when he sealed me. And time will prove. Not to mention I have a picture of a cherubim spirit that I continuously say. And I showed the people the spirit that was over there on off of Portland and Delamain. I showed that spirit. I put that on YouTube already. I showed you guys that the spirits are calling me. What is today? Does anybody even know what today is? Is today just a Tuesday? Or is today his Sabbath? For my people don't know what the Sabbath is. They think the Sabbath is on Sunday. Like an idiot. That's listening to Constantine and his nonsense. Or then my people, the other people I've seen downtown Rochester, they say that the Sabbath is on Saturday. That's why it's called a Sabbath. You're foolish. The Sabbath generates what? It comes from the new moon. So every time you get a new moon, you get a new month. That new moon, that first day of the new moon, that's a Sabbath. Then you add 7 days to that, and that seventh day will be the Sabbath. And you will continue to go on 7 days, Sabbath, 7 days, Sabbath, until a new moon approaches. When a new moon approaches, then it's a new Sabbath. It starts it all over again. But my people, they do not hear nor forbear. Well, actually, they do forbear. They don't hear. They just forbear. Now, I'm not saying that, hey, once you get into this thing, just go ahead and lose your job and give up everything and everything like that. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you that at all. I'm simply stating that if you are part of the 144,000 and 1/3 of Israel, when you're going through something, understand that the Most High has put you through this. Understand that He put you through it. And continue to go forward, man. Okay, there's nothing that's on an accident. Everything has its purpose. I'm going to get into, this is the reason why my people don't hear nor forbear. For a majority of my people, when I say majority, I'm saying damn near all of y'all, are filled with evil spirits and you have no clue. This is Matthew chapter 8, verse 28. And when he was come to the other side into the country of Gergesenes, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the two exceedingly fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Yahushua, thy Son of the Most High? Are thy come hither to torment us before thy time? Before thy time, meaning what? Meaning there's a set time that we will come down and torture these evil spirits. And there was a good way off from them and herd of many swine feeding. So the devils besought him. Besought who? Besought Yahushua, saying, If thou cast us out, suffer us to go into the herd of swine. And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, and they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea, and perished in the waters. And they that kept them fled and their ways into the city, and told everything and what was befallen to the possessed of devils. So now we're going to see how many devils was actually inside of him. I think that's in Luke. It might be in Mark, but I'm thinking it's in Luke. Nope, Luke is actually talking about the